Give thanks for as well again, Pardon us for that little cut there a moment ago. And let me say again, blessing, let me just make sure all is good here to the Radio Anu family. Now, listen, we're going to start the Tiger's Nest here. We're going to start the Tiger's Nest maybe a little so-called late tonight, As, we're not playing around with this one here. The Father really, give us a vibration to bring to the people. And I think it is necessary for them to understand this. So, family, give thanks again for those who are rejoining us here on the YouTube. We were there just a moment ago, and we had a little snip, but we are here again. And of course, we're definitely blessing the brothers and sisters that are joining us on Radio Anu. So let me say again, officially, this presentation, this video was set together this evening, this live, to officially launch the biology edition of our international home school. So that is why we did a presentation earlier, like about 10 minutes before Youth University. In fact, how many of you were in Youth University today, man? That was a wonderful program, by the Honorable Princess Acacia Menin and the Honorable Prince Alam Massey. Wonderful sit down. I full enjoyed it, listening to the vibration of Basset or Bast, depending on how you pronounce it or how you say it. And of course, the Kiswahili and the scientific meditation and just the full joy. This is something, and that is all linked to what we're speaking of this evening, because the concentration, family, is really on the youth. And as I said, what we're doing here, and just blessing again, family on Radio Anu, what we're doing here, we're just officially launching again the newest aspect of our international homeschool, which is the biology edition. And I wanted to take some time at least to express to the audience the importance of this and the importance of why this is done and why we find it necessary that the meditation is on the youths at this time. And the reason why I gave it the full title of homeschool, because I know that many ones, they are not interested in anything that has to do with children. I'm positive. I'm not asking, definitely not complaining. I'm just showing you what I know. We do our work. We are not looking for views or likes. Obviously, you would love more people, as much people as possible to see what you're doing. That's why you do it. But this ain't like we have no craving for these sort of stuff. But it's just obvious that when you speak of subject areas that have to do with the benefits of children, some people are not attracted to that. When you speak of things business-wise, especially collective business, and let's talk business tonight, a lot of people don't run behind that, at least not the crowd anyway. But if it's something controversial and he said or she said or she said or whatever, people flock in and they want to hear. And sometimes you wonder if we are about knowledge and information, or is it really about the hype? So this is one of the main reasons why you see us put together the International Homeschool Program, because adult audience might get it, or young adult and different range in the adulthood. But the children now, it's on a different level. So that is why we have the International Homeschool Program, where we highlight African history and heritage plus astronomy. And I will show you why in a moment. As I said, this is really the Tiger's Nest time. So when we're done here, we're going straight over. Well, we're already there on Radio Anu, and we'll be doing the Tiger's Nest specifically also as it relates to that on Radio Anu. Now, what I was highlighting there a moment ago is the whole aspect of in the book of Revelation again. In Revelation, family, you have what is known as the martyrs. I want this to be clear. The martyrs that were under the altar. Okay. Now let me just check here. Now you see, let me be clear here. Anybody that will be reviewing this, and this is purposely done. Now we are 6 minutes, not unless YouTube is reading this wrong, eh? And of course, we have all analytics at our disposal, and our family is with us on Radio Anu. I could tell you that for sure. But at the same time, we entitled this video, I purposely entitled it Homeschool, nothing else, just homeschool. That's all. That's the title of it, Homeschool. At the moment, I'm seeing 2 people with us. I'm going to be very clear. And we're almost 7 minutes. All right. Now, I'm not saying our family are not coming in, Of course, they're coming in and more will be coming in. But if the title was something else, I could bet you. If it was one of them, Is Bonga Eddie Prince Emmanuel, we would have already had at least 50 people waiting here. And that's just the truth. And that is just to reinforce the point that I was making. We are not serious. We interested in hype. And he say, she say. But when it comes to the children, when it comes to the youth, when it comes to the development of the young mind, we are on a totally different level. But I'm saying here now that in the Revelation, and much love to the Radio Anu family, they're in the house, I'm telling you. When it comes to the Revelation family, in the book of Revelations, the martyrs were underneath the altar. You know the scripture. If you don't, I will explain it. I'm not reading it. I don't have the Bible in front of me and the book is open. You just got to take my word. That's how the story goes. And Revelation says that there was an angel by the altar. This is in Zion. And there were the souls of those that were martyred, and they were underneath the altar. Get this, good family. Wow. And those that were underneath the altar, they cried out unto the same angel, saying, when shall we return so that we can get vengeance for us being martyred? Now, what does it mean to be martyred? As I said previously, when you are martyred, that means somebody kill you because you stood up for righteousness. That's what a martyr is. You're standing up for the truth. You're standing up for God. You're standing up for the poor. You're standing up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. And the wicked, specifically the system, specifically the government or the authority of the time, come down on you and you die, they kill you. You're a martyr. So all them Rastaman that they beat up and kill, them is martyrs. All the freedom fighters that stood up to fight against slavery, them is martyrs. All of those Ethiopians that stand up in the war, martyrs. Anybody that go to war and fight for righteousness and stand up for God, especially if you're standing up for God. Martha. What's the sister name that day? Your famous sister you study a lot there. She's considered the chief of martyrs. Burnt to the stake.
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc. Martyr. So now, in Revelations, you have some martyrs. People that were killed for righteousness' sake. So that means they're done with it. They must be there waiting for the judgment. They must be there waiting for that great day when God decides if they go to heaven or hell. So what would make them think that they could ask the angel for permission to return? That's what they ask him, They want to go back. They done go and get killed already, They want to go back so that they can get vengeance for what has been done to them. And the angels send them back. No, brother. He didn't say that. Pull the scripture for me. I don't have to pull nothing. I don't have to pull a thing. The scripture said that remember, first of all, the souls were underneath the altar. That's first of all. The souls were underneath the altar. And underneath the altar is very symbolic, Remember, the altar is that the apparatus of sacrifice. So you sacrifice the sacrifice on the altar. So they represented the sacrifice too. This is why the angel took the coals from off the altar and placed them in the censer. And then he took the censer and he threw the censer to the earth, and the censer touched the seawater. The water became red. All of that is allegory or symbolism of the spirit or the soul becoming a human being. That's all it is. We've done lectures on this. Even the decade-old concept video we had or have, the Black woman's presence in the African concept of God, goes deep into that with understanding. You see the star that falls from Zion, or the fire that falls from the sky, or the censer with the coal. All of it represents fire. And when they fall from the heavens, it hits the water. And in all the cases, the water turned red, or the water turned to blood, or the water turned bitter like wormwood. All of it the same thing. But it's symbolic of your spirit coming and touching the waters of your mother's womb. And then in 9 months, you have a baby, a human being, a red man, an Adam. Red represents the blood. The Red Sea, the blood. And then you come into the earth. So when the angel threw the censer with the fire of the coal represents their soul. The fire of the coal, on fire off of the altar, represents the souls of the saints or the martyred saints that were underneath the altar. They were martyred. So that means they were on earth before, because they were martyred. You can't martyr souls. You martyr human beings. And they want to go back, but you might get martyred again. It's a chance we will take. Oh, wait, can that be done? Of course, reincarnation brings back everyone into flesh. It's homeschool we're speaking about, Homeschool we're speaking about. I'm sure a lot of people who would have seen the title and because they're not interested in children would have loved to get this little speech here. Sad, eh? Yeah, it is sad. It is sad. So they return to the earth, family. This is the moral of the story. People came and they get killed, and they beg God to come back so that they can get revenge, and God send them back. That's it. That's what it is. That's what Revelation is saying here. Good. So when they come back now, this is the point I was making before when it clipped out. When they return, because they're coming back to get vengeance now, And who? Why? Who are you coming to hurt, by the way? What's going on with you? Well, listen, man. I was in my hut sleeping when I was woken up by the sounds of a strange animal. And these pale face came from across the waters, and they set my whole village alight. And I took up my machete and my spear, and I fought all night against them and their dogs. But at the end, they pinned me down and they stabbed me through the heart. And I died. I am a martyr. This is why I want to come back. Well, slavery is done. It's all right. I will still come back, even if it's 400 years after, so I can get revenge. All right, here's your ticket. Have a wonderful flight. The next brother, well, me, I was on the slave ship. And they slop they were feeding me. I said, nah, man, I can't take this no more. I'm accustomed to good food. I'm swimming back to Senegal. And I rounded up 10 of us down at the bottom of the deck. One of the fellas ripped out his tooth, and we used that for a key. And we opened the chains. And in the middle of the night, we went up there and we bum rushed them. We fought all through the night, but at the end of it, they got me and they threw me overboard. The sharks tried to help me, but I just couldn't make it. And next martyr, this is why I want to go back. I'm going for that captain, but he's dead and gone. Oh, don't worry. He come back too. I'll find him. All right, sir. Here's your ticket. Enjoy your flight. You see, you hear what's going on. Them people imagine like coming back. You hear Marcus Garvey say that? I will return with countless of millions. You must be wondering, where these countless of millions? Well, let's just see what's going on when you arrive into this world. Okay. Especially in this time. More than likely, you're born in a hospital. More than likely. So what's going on there? Your first moments, this is your first moments. You come out the mother's womb, and the doctor said, oh, beautiful baby. We're coming back right now. Let's go, nurse. And then they come back with a sheet, a paper, and tell, well, this is what we had to give her or him, and just a little thing to make sure. But that's not no problem with you. You okay with that? You just can't wait to show everybody your baby and carry it to church, and you okay with that. The system is designed for you to dress this little baby. Not just the material on the clothes, but the pictures on the clothes. I always say you put a little baby in a crib, even the crib look like a jail. And all these little tinkling things and stars with eyes and smiling back at them, and the sun looking, grinning, and all of that foolishness, and Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Scooby and some little teddy bear. Hey, little baby just laughing, giggling, and you just fooling its mind with all of this. And then when it's lunchtime and breakfast time, well, I'm not giving my baby no breast. My breast needs to be firm. Oh, no baby's going to suck my breast. Get the Gerber. You open the little stuff with the mushy food. What is this? I don't know. They say something. And they just feed the baby and feed the baby on that stuff. And then it's time for the education of this child. Kindergarten, preschool. What's going on there? Mary had a little lamb. What else? Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. What else? Hickory Dickory Dock. First grade, second grade, third grade. So what's going on there? Well, Christopher Columbus in 1492. You see, by the time the child is 3, 4, 5, 6, Sesame Street, Scooby-Doo, Transformers, funk music, and all the other junk that goes with it, they totally forget why they left from underneath the altar. They totally forget the mission that they really came here on. Remember, in a previous life, they were martyrs. They asked to come back here to get revenge. The enemy has been waiting for them every day. This is the time of Herod. Herod said when the Christ child was being born, go and kill all the firstborn. Well, right now, they're killing everybody. They don't have to kill them because they need some of them to keep the kingdom alive. But kill them in the brain. If you kill them in the brain, it's good enough. Kill them psychologically. You don't have to do nothing else. Willie Lynch teach them this. You don't have to hang them with no rope. From you see, put on a necktie. That's the symbol of we got them. So this is why now they totally take certain subjects, just like they take scriptures out of the Bible, they take certain subjects out of the curriculum. Not take them out, refuse to put them in. Refuse to put them in. African history and heritage. And this is why when you observe family, the whole history in general, you get the history of King George, the history of Victoria, the history of George Washington, all of this history, and you don't even get the right history. We have to search to find out the black in that history too. And even for presidents before George and black presidents and black popes, we got to dig this up. So even when they were telling us about the popes, they weren't telling us the whole story. Even when they were telling us about the presidents, they still wasn't telling us the whole story. Even when they were telling us about the native people, they still wasn't really telling us who they can find. We had to figure that out ourselves. So the whole system is set. This is not a joke, not by mistake. It's set to make sure when your child comes into the world, when you come into the world, you totally forget why you came here. The Kwanzaa just passed. One of the things that we highlighted was what? Purpose. Nia, purpose. The souls that were under the altar had a purpose. Them people were not people to get in their way. Right now, they totally figure, I got to go to work. Well, I'm going to get my second job. Nah, man, you can't be the same one. I remember just coming into Rastafari, when I used to watch those Ethiopian videos during the war, when you see all the soldiers coming over the hill like a sea of honeybees, I said, wow, ready to kill. I said, but where are these people today? Where are they? Because I always, at that time, I always considered myself, a soul from that time. I always said, man, I'm one of them, man, there, and come again. So I see that I hear again. Where the rest of them? It's thousands and people that you can't count. Watch the videos with the king when Mausoleum invaded and the king, entertaining the soldiers, and they come and they're dancing in front of him and doing what they're doing and portraying what they portrayed. Is a sea of people, a sea of warriors. So I always say, so where are these warriors today? They're here, you know. They are here. But this is what I'm saying. We refuse to realize that we are living in the most serious time as it relates to the enslavement of our people, the mental slavery. That's what it is. It's so thick that we are not aware. We use terms like slavery is coming back. Coming back? What are you talking about? It never came to an end. Apartheid and colonialism. Barbados just dropped the queen or the crown. Let's just be honest. Outside of the great symbolism of it, which is great, it is. I wouldn't take that away. Okay, what else really happened? Because this thing is more than just on pen and paper, man. This is in the mind, family. This is what I'm saying. Did Barbados totally change their educational system overnight too? No, no disrespect to the accomplishment. No disrespect. But did they change their educational system overnight? Is it something totally different? Is it Afrocentric now? No, it's Bejan. Oh, okay. Because it's a fight, eh? I actually lost count, family, of the amount of letters that I've written to education ministers um, and directors of education right here in Antigua as it relates to getting the curriculum, African history into the curriculum. That has been the fight for many years. Trust me, for a while now, I've been doing that. In fact, it is because of that as well why we decided to do the essay competition. We do an essay competition, African History Month essay competition every single year. Every single year, we do an African essay competition during the month of February. This is going to be the 9th year, family, the 9th year that we have been doing this essay competition. For those on YouTube, you could see we already have acquired a brand new tablet, which will be going towards that whole essay competition. And at the same time, this is going to be a special year because the essay competition is usually a national essay competition, but we're going to make it this time around an international essay competition. But I'm going to find time to come and address you as it relates to that specifically. But as I said, I am officially now tonight launching the new edition to our international home school program. It is a big thing for me, family. This is what I'm trying to show you. Because again, when our youth and ourselves come on into this world, there is a plot. We are already greeted, with an agenda to debrief us from the mission that we left Zion with. We are debriefed right away from the time, even before you start to cry. They done start to debrief you in the womb. So by the time you come out and you catch yourself, you totally forget why you came. So that's why we just ask, what's the reason for life? No, you're the one that came to kill your enemies, and now you're not too sure why you're here. That means they've done a good job. They give you some degrees and some this and some that and send you here and there and make you a rich Negro. Something they do for you and you totally forget. Poverty and all sorts of things make you forget. And hear this now. Those of us who remember, we never totally remember. That is why the conscious community is still so off. Because we're conscious, but we mix up and still fighting against each other. So you can see we just kind of get a little jolt, but we're not fully there either. We're still kind of shaky because we have been hit in the head and we've been rendered dead. They do a good job, Rastafari, trust me, especially especially in the educational system. I think the educational system beat out the church when it comes to psychologically brain killing us and our offsprings. Yeah, reality. So, family, as you know, we have an international homeschool program. And let me just take a look at YouTube here. Just want to see something. All right. Six, seven. Is 7 people really watching it?
No.
On the YouTube.
Six.
Imagine that. Imagine that. I don't find it funny. And this is why we ain't playing with them old fogies, eh? Yeah, sorry to have to sound so funny. 7 ain't good enough. If we were talking about some little thing and who is Christ and who is the real Jesus or something, it would have done up there in the 70s going to 100. We need to come out of that. But because it named home school. No, I'm very serious, family. Not those who are here, but those who are here are here. But that is just to show you where our hearts are. To me, that says a lot, family. Trust me. Most people that sit down and listen to us, they have children. Children that would benefit tremendously from what we have to offer, which is extremely inexpensive. Our homeschool classes don't cost you nothing. It's an earthquake we feel a while ago. I feel the shake. Yeah, I feel the shake, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Give thanks, Rastafari. Very inexpensive, all $30 a month, $200 package, $150 package for a whole year, 5 months of rich education and rich astronomy, rich Afrocentricity, and we just overlook our children. Even sometimes when we tell them, hey, we're going to give it away for free today, just give us and sometimes it's pride. When you grow, not older, but when you mature, experience teaches you a lot, eh? Experience teaches you a lot. And a lot of ones have a lot of pride and a lot of jealousy in them too. A lot of ones have some heavy jealousy in their heart. Trust me, I'm not even asking you. And it's sad, something that touches me to see that they would overlook the young ones, not knowing that they are the generation, the next generations, those that will come after us. We should be feeding them with the knowledge and the information that they deserve to get. Well, I'm telling you, family, if the old people ain't gonna bring the youths, I gonna go around them and go straight to the youths. We're planning to have a international live homeschool via the Zoom at least once a month. It's going to start very soon, very soon. By the end of this strong, I should be giving you the date of when we will have our first international live Zoom. This ain't homeschool class. So in other words, it's going to be more than likely on a Sunday, trying to find the best day in the afternoon so ones could come with their children and we'll be on Zoom, maybe an hour plus, and we'll be doing, international homeschool stuff, even have some projects taking place, so the youth's going to have to bring their pen and their pad, and we do it like, it might either be a monthly or twice per month. I have to see, of course, time and availability and all of these different things. And even Sunday by itself is a very important day within the Congress. So all these things would have to be balanced. But I know the Sunday, especially in the afternoon, may be the most free day. When we were doing the live homeschool with the families, most ones were saying that Sunday would have been the best day for them, and obviously for obvious reasons. As I said, the system again would have it like that. So we're going to start that very soon, for those who are really interested, those who who really love their children. We're going to start that very soon. Um, we're going to have the Sunday program, maybe about from 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and we will be teaching all the subjects that we teach, depending on what we're teaching on that day. And we'll have nice quizzes and everything will be up full. So we're looking forward to that, and just bring the young ones, man, and let's make, because all of that is bonding too. In the same way children can meet children, children can meet children even right here, and bond with them and see. Sometimes you'll be surprised your children, they're in a cultural lifestyle. They hardly see any children around them that's in any cultural lifestyle, or at least not too often. So even that is a way for us to create that kind of community, create that kind of homeschool group, and we elevate from there. And I'm sure I will get to meet other homeschoolers as well, and yeah, you may even have something to offer, and everything will grow and prosper. There's nothing stagnant here. So this is why I'm saying now we are actually adding. Hope I'm not saying too many things, saying it too fast. We are actually adding a brand new. We're actually adding a brand new um, subject to our homeschool now, which is biology. So some of you would have already been on the some of you will already be on the previous homeschool, which is the astronomy, as well as the African history and heritage. So you understand the concept. So it's a mixture of videos being exported daily and the virtual learning as well. So it's a mixture. So it's a course that you can start anytime. You don't have to wait for no semester to start these courses at all. I just want this to be clear as well. Our homeschool classes are like supplementary courses. They were not designed to replace the system's criteria as such, but the system's criteria and its paper and all of that cannot compare to what is in the mind of the child. You understand what I'm saying, family? Yeah. Imagine like the biology program we have here. Imagine your child wants to be a doctor. Just imagine your child um, wants to be a physician, wants to be a dentist. But sometimes, even as a child, you have such great ambitions, and somehow it just gets killed out. As I said, it may change just because maybe the opportunity never arises when you are in the mood for it. It happens. So when that young child, even if the child is 3, can get a video every day from Uncle Priest Isaac. That's once you're enrolled is Uncle Priest Isaac. And I don't care how old you be, you just know it's Uncle Priest Isaac, and they can see a 15-minute video that ain't gonna bore them, not gonna have them there too long. In fact, when it's done, they're gonna want more. That's just the truth. But you gotta know how to feed the youths, eh? Trust me, because you want them to keep there. Then of course they will have things that they have to do when they come and see you again. So imagine they're learning about the heart, they're learning about the bones, they're learning about the digestive system, they're learning all of these different things as a small child and being able to understand it because it's designed for the young mind. So from K to third grade, that is where these courses are designed. We don't set it like first grade and then second grade and third grade. No, no, no. That may be the system's way of doing it. But we know that the system has an age range between, K and 3. So basically, for that age group, but no matter how old you are, if you need knowledge on astronomy, you should check us. If you need knowledge on African history, you should check us. And now, even biology. And let me say this about the Afrocentric aspect of the homeschool. You see that aspect of it? Although I obviously love astronomy, the Afrocentric aspect, the African heritage, what that does more than anything, it grows or develops an appreciation in the heart and the mind of the young ones for the motherland, whether they're born there or you're there or not. and their people and heritage, because it's not just Africa alone we talk about, but all things African, you comprehend. So obviously, even if they're going to another school, because as I said, this is not to replace the system's criteria, but it is supplementary. So I know they ain't learning nothing like what we're teaching there. Even astronomy, that's something that is not in schools. Even if the teacher said they're teaching them about the stars and they can draw the solar system, but that's about it. We go to a different level, but it's designed for young ones. I mean, I have people in the chat there. Um, Black Mills is there, man. Black Mills specifically, he himself can tell you. Uh, um, he himself can tell you what he himself can tell you the goodness of the home schools as it relates to his young ones as well, and the benefit of it. I'm just running through some things I seen here on the chat. Yeah, so pardon me, chat, for not blessing everyone up. Give thanks for everyone in the house. Give thanks for all the administrators, all good ones sharing the vibes. I really pray and hope that everything is up full here. Okay, good. Fair enough. So, family, yes, I may be just here cruising. You know, Hey, listen, I'm going to be working all night. When I'm done here, I'm going to go exclusively over to Radio Anu, exclusively, and I'm going straight into this evening's Tiger's Nest. You know, yeah, that's what it is. It's just about the meditation. So it's all about the youth's family. So those of you who desire to be a part now to enroll your young ones into the biology program. We'll be teaching them about the anatomy and all things biological. They will learn in our biological class why human beings are supposed to be herbivores. Don't worry. So that's the way that it's set, because it's all Afrocentric. So when we're teaching physics, it's all Afrocentric. It doesn't mean we won't tell you Newton's law and Newton's law, because you got to know all of that, because that's the system. But trust me, Newton ain't gonna get no big praises here, and all of these people, and because that's what it's all about. It's all praises and worship, you know. Isaac Newton. Well, Einstein said. No, nobody come out of our class and Einstein said. No, we're not into that. You know, we can tell you what he said, and then we can balance it off properly with good understanding. So the biology edition is out, family. Of course, you know, just contact us and you can get much more information. Email priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. The the actual program itself, it's a program that it is a 5-month program. Just giving you some details. You should be writing all of this, because this is what tonight is about. This is not necessarily a lecture. I just kind of went into the lecture as such, so you understand what this is about. Because all of us and all of our children, we came here on a mission and we forget the mission. That's why I had to give the lecture. If you're just coming in, you should watch it from the beginning. We forgot the mission. We forget that we came here to assassinate. And now we working for the same people we came to assassinate, and keeping up this system, and giving them our money. The same people you come to terrorize them, man. You giving them your money and say, put that in the bank for me. Think about it. Think about it. The same people that build their empire off of your back, the same people that throw you over the boat, the same people that burn down your village that you say you're coming back for. Now you're the chauffeur. What time you wanted me to pick you back up, boss? You forget why you came here? Yes, you have. Yes, you have forgotten why you came here. So this is why we can't keep that cycle going on. That is why we bring in Afrocentricity. So the child can learn about Marcus Garvey. So the child can not just know Marcus Garvey, but understand Marcus Garvey, what it's all about, what he's all about, what the vibration is all about. Learn their Kiswahili language, because the language is important. They make sure they teach you French and Spanish and English. They make sure that is the first tongue. Or what you speak in is spirit. This is spirit. You cannot be in your full spirit talking English. Impossible. If you move in mountains speaking English, well, I could imagine what you would move if you really get into the real language. Give me something in Kiswahili there.
Ujambo.
Yeah, the real Ujambo. So everything is Afrocentric. If it's maths, it's Afrocentric. What even if it's English, you still gotta put Afrocentricity amongst it so you understand what you're teaching the child, so they can comprehend this is not the mother's tongue. You got to teach everything as you go along. So as it relates to the biology edition family and those who are just coming in, we're just officially launching the newest aspect of our homeschool program. Give thanks for those who are coming in. I appreciate you. Anyone here, I fully appreciate you, because the video's name was just homeschool. That's all, homeschool. And I did it consciously knowing that ones would see it and I don't want to hear nothing about that. But to be very honest, I didn't think that it would be so harsh. Judging from, what we would get if we go live. It's just understanding. We do it all the time. By now, it would be up there in the 90s going to 100. But the video just named homeschool. So ones would see it and bother with that. And again, I'm just, the reason why I'm bringing it up, because it's touching. Because it shows where we are as a people. We don't really understand the priorities here. We're eating good food and still feeding our children bacon and eggs. And in reality, that happens. I have brethren. I know people that eat good food and feed the children cornflakes and milk. And tell you, well, when they go by the granny, that's what they get. When they go by the granny raise you. No, I mean, come on, man. You raise them. It's the same thing we do with knowledge. We love a lot of knowledge. Yeah, who debating tonight? We love it. But when you're done, get all the debate and this debate, kill this debate. When you're driving your child to school now in the morning, do you say, hey, son, let me tell you what I learned in the debate last night. Listen to this. No, we don't do that. You have your headphones in your ear listening to some other debate. So that is why when we see things for children, bring your children. Youth University, wonderful program today by the Prince and the Princess. Marvelous. Karibu. Yeah, we're not interested. We don't want to hear nothing about that. Children and cooperative economics, we have no interest. Debate, hearsay, melee, she say. I sure if I put somebody name in the video and say, this man say, and the police something, wow, off the chain. But we don't do that. We don't do that. Even the title I put there, homeschool, I could have added more to it, But I just said homeschool. Family, give thanks to those who are here. We got to really come out of this. Trust me. So we're going for the children. So the program we have set up, family, if you love your youths, man, trust me, the biology program, that is definitely going to carry them to another level. It's a 5-month program. The classes will come twice a week because remember, again, some of you are already on the International Homeschool Astronomy and the African History and Heritage. So you're getting that every day, Monday to Thursday. So this will be an addition. And remember, so now the biology program by itself is only $40 per month. But if you take the full 5 months program one time, it will be more economical, which is $200. Okay, hold on. But if you are already on the astronomy Afrocentric program, or you were on it, even if you completed it already, you will receive the biology edition for 150, only 150. Hear me now, there's more. If you are not on that, you have not received the astronomy program, the African history program for whatever reason, and you say, hey, I'm not even interested in that. I just want the biology. I want my youth to be a doctor, and I don't care about no stars. You just give me the let me hear about the anatomy. That's what I want. I know it's good stuff. Fair enough. If you enroll your child, children, or yourself before next Monday, because it goes out by the Mondays. So it is next Monday we're going to start to export it. If you enroll before next Monday, specifically, today being the 10th, so next Monday would be, I guess, the 17th, somewhat of a guess there off my head. So basically, if you do that before that date, you get it at 150 as well. Anything outside of that, the program is $200, which is really, I mean, come on, the value of it is not as if it's something big. The value of it, that is simple. I'm telling you the truth. So there's so many things that we are doing, and more programs will be coming on stream. And remember, although you're getting the videos daily, there are also virtual connections, interactive classes that we will have with them, but it's more videos than the interactive classes. But trust me, it is all wonderful. And those who, for whatever reason, would not be on any of those programs, we will be doing our live Sunday programs once a month or twice a month, as we will decide. But in a few days, I will be giving you more details as it relates to that. All right. So specifically, this was for the YouTube audience, and give thanks for those who have come in. You know, I'm telling you, tomorrow evening I'm gonna come live again. I'm gonna do something that they want to hear, and you will see the difference. Yeah, no, and it ain't funny. It ain't funny at all. It's not funny at all. That's why I know black people, we ain't moving in, man, because we like too much melee. We not serious. We ain't serious. We stop reading books. We just want to hear people chat. Yeah, you read a book and come talk it for us. We gotta get out of that, man. I'm telling you. Hey, give thanks for everyone that um sat and sup with us. I'm going over to Radio Anu right now. We're gonna be talking about gold. We're gonna be talking about gold. Um, Definitely, I'm going to mention some of what I mentioned here over there, because it's just a different audience and people will be coming in. But I'm very thankful. So you know how to contact us. The link is in the description below. I wonder if I can put that in this description here. Let's see what's going on. The link is in the description below. And also, that's too much links there. And also, you could get it in the chat. Maybe Brother Lime could put that in the chat for me, so everyone could um, get it. All right, family. So again, love to you all. Life give and the keep of life. All good doings and sayings. Yes, for radio, I know. Okay, it's already there. Give thanks. All right, family. Love, love, love. Give thanks to the life, give and the keep of life. Emperor Haile Selassie the First. One joy. Holy Manuelai. Selassie. Jah. Rastafari. Going straight over to Radio Anu. Blessed love. Give thanks. Yes, family, here